What's going on, people? Nailed you here. So I had this question. How do you get the nails off when you use UV gel to put the extension tips on? I've been just ripping them off because I'm not sure how to get them off. Just alcohol? Lord Jesus. First of all, my dear, never ever rip off your nails. Look, I'm going to show you some bits that can help you out.
Like and subscribe for Mommy's YouTube channels and hit the bell.
What's going on, people? Okay, look, I want to show you something right quick with regards to drill bits, nail bits, Efile bits, whatever you want to call them. But wait, before I do, let me show you right quick. I got to get my nails done, y'all. I've been slacking. It's the new year. And yes, my nails are looking ratchet. That's okay. They're still cute, and I'm going to get them done very shortly. But back to what I'm here for. So more times, people are always confused as to drill bits, how they work, what they work. And when I say drill bits, I'm referring to Efile nail bits. These are the little things that you stick into the Efile that you will use to do certain things on your nails, whether it's remove product or fine file or whatever the case may be, okay? So what you're looking at here, these are a bunch of carbide bits. These bits have teeth on them. Those teeth are not meant to touch natural nails, nor are they meant to touch someone's skin. Again, hear me out. When you're using these bits, you're usually using them at a high rate of speed, okay? So I got a bunch of carbide bits, and then I also have in here my mandrel that will hold the little arbor bands that I have to put on there. So that's like my regular file. But anyways, come back here now. Look, these little something, yeah, they're all designed in a manner that's made to cut a certain kind of way. So again, they have teeth in them, which means they are not to be used on regular natural nail surfaces, and they need to be avoided from touching the skin because you're usually using them at a very high rate of speed, usually about 15,000 RPMs or higher. Again, these are intended to cut down things quick and easy, cut into things quick and easy. So if you want to cut a smile line into an acrylic or a gel, these bits would help you do that. You want to be very careful when you're using these bits. Have them available to you. This particular brand, again, I'm not here to promote nobody because they ain't paying me, but this came in a set when I bought an Efile several years ago. I intentionally came in here for the little mandrel piece. That's the little small silver something that I'm about to pull out of the bag here. And that little mandrel something is what you put your arbor bands on. Listen, I told you guys in other videos that I have hand problems, so watching me struggle to open a bag is no joke. It's a real issue. Anyways, these little something here are called arbor bands. Those are usually what you would use as the equivalent to a nail file or a hand file, okay? So using these bits are essential to performing nail services. You don't have to have so many of them. You need to have some essential ones, but when you get a set of them, keep them together as best you can. Keep them covered so they're dust free. Now, because the bag can't close back and I have these things loose, I'm just going to pop them into my container that I generally keep them in so that they're easily accessible. These ones look like they're fine grit. Usually fine and medium grit are the type of arbor band grits that I use when I'm working on clients' hands or nails. So fine, medium, or fine or medium are generally good for use on natural nail surfaces, as well as enhancements, acrylic and or gel overlays. You know what? My bad. I'm completely messing up the names of these things because I'm recording this on the fly. The silver piece that I'm holding, that's called a mandrel. The little small brown something, that's called an arbor band. The arbor band goes on top of the mandrel that goes on top of the Efile when you're ready to work on a client. Now look, this mandrel and arbor band is the equivalent to using a hand file. It could be medium grit, it could be fine grit, it could be coarse grit, whatever the case may be. You'll know because when you open the package, it'll tell you what grit you're working with. Now watch again. The mandrel and the arbor band and the carbide bit with the teeth are two separate something. The silver one you don't use on natural nails. The arbor band you do, but you watch the grit and you make sure you use it at the right speed so you don't mash up yourself or your client. Both can cut you. One needs to run at a higher speed than the other, the carbide bit. So don't run the arbor band at a high speed because that will create heat, which will create problems in the long run. Told y'all I have hand issues. I can't just pull off the arbor band from the mandrel. So I literally have to take the handpiece of my Efile, pop it on there, and use that just to remove the arbor band. I tell you so, when people have hand problems and mobility issues, it's not a joke. So use your tools and make sure you don't fuss and fight with yourself to hurt up yourself when you're working with these tools. They are meant to not be hard or complicated. If you find it that way, you might want to consider switching up the ones that you're using. But overall, that's just a summary of some of the type of bits that are out there. Again, I didn't go through specifically which each of these are. Hold them in a container to make sure they're all together. Sometimes the containers may not hold them perfectly, and that's just okay, just as long as they're together and they're covered and you know what works, what bits you have to work with, you're better off and you're gonna be set. I just threw this video together on a whim because I was working at my desk and was like, hold up, let me show the people them what it might look like to have a bunch of different bits. Please remember, if you have any questions, you're welcome to leave them down below. It's your girl Nail G here. I appreciate you tuning in. And thanks again for all of the support. We're slowly growing, but we're going to get there. Until the next one, y'all, stay blessed. Okay, bye.